Be a commercial for that car maker.
I'm telling you, seriously. We're going to find out what kind of car that is. Good
Yeah.
gracious. Okay, well, let's turn to Tim now. Here we're dealing with days and days of rain, but we're getting a little bit of a break today.
Yeah, things are getting a little bit better day by day, but we're in August now, and there are a lot of things that start to change in August. We start to lose a lot more daylight, so we're losing about an hour between now and the end of the month. We're also seeing our temperatures beginning to cool down, too. We're starting off with our average high around 87, ending up at 83. And also, this is the beginning of when we start to ramp things up in terms of hurricane season. We're about a third of the way through the season now. Started June 1st, goes all the way to November 30th. And look at where we are now in terms of climatology. We're right at the cusp of seeing things ramp up in activity out in the Atlantic basin. Things are getting warmer, conditions getting a little more conducive to support tropical activity. Out there now, look at satellite imagery. It is very quiet, a ghost town out there, watching a few tropical waves coming off the coast of Africa, and usually those will transit off to the west, hit the warm waters, and start to develop more if the conditions are right. But a lot of dry air and also ocean temperatures in this part of the world are slightly cooler than they should be for this time of the year. They're not cold, they're certainly warm, but just not warm enough to support tropical activity yet. As we get towards the end of the month, we'll watch that change significantly. So new month, we're in the same old pattern here across Hampton Roads. We will see improvements, though, in that overall trend as we get into the upcoming weekend. Hot and sticky, though, for the next 7 to 10 days. Radar, quiet. Nice break from the action there after a look at July, how much rain we picked up. Cape Hatteras, over 20 inches of rain, nearly 10 inches in Wakefield. Norfolk International picking up 9.2, just under top 10 status in terms of wettest Julys. But a lot of that was picked up just within the last 10 days, so that's why flooding has been a big issue. Satellite and radar this morning, very quiet in our neck of the woods, but off to the west was where the heavier rain was overnight. It kind of died out. We'll see that kind of flare up again as we go through the rest of the morning into the afternoon. Skyview 79 outside right now with a dew point at 75. Extremely warm and humid, not aided by any sunlight. It's all that south-southwesterly breeze coming in at 10 to 15, so a little bit breezy. As we go through the day here on Futurecast, we'll go through the short term first, and we'll show you as we get towards late morning and early afternoon, you'll start to see a few pop-up showers with heavy downpours, maybe a clap of thunder or two, but notice the chance is very isolated. It's not widespread like we've seen in past days, so about a 30% chance, most of you getting through the day dry, and off to the west is where any severe weather should stay. Richmond and points northwest of there through the I-81 corridor. Now tonight and into tomorrow, we'll see skies clear out a little bit more in the way of sunshine on your Thursday, but the more sun we see, better chances of afternoon storms flaring on up with highs back up to around 90 in a lot of locations, and that humidity staying in place. 90 out there today, hot, humid, an isolated afternoon storm firing on up. Again, about 30% chance. Tonight down to 76, partly to mostly cloudy with patchy fog as well. And there's your 7-day forecast. Hovering right around 90 through early next week. And notice those rain chances slowly going downwards, ending up at about 20% risk by early next week. All right, Christina, how's it looking on the roads?
Hey, Tim, still checking out just fine, although we are quickly approaching rush hour. Now taking a live look at I-64 as you approach the I-264 interchange. So the Twin Bridges